Hello, and welcome to Captain Vlog. I am Captain Blue Rogue, and I apologize that this is starting far later than I normally do it. Half an hour later to be precise. Because I needed to. Today I've been physically and mentally and emotionally exhausted, and Cupcake took a nap, and I also took a small nap. And then this week's been a mess. Um, in fact, it's so much of a mess that my wedding ring is still in my backpack because I have been wearing gloves at work and didn't want to lose my wedding ring, so I just put it in my backpack and whoops. But I try to make it a point to wear it every stream. Fact. I'm not going to break that tradition because I'm married and I love my family and want to show it. Ring! Or should I say, ring? Uh, just that light a little bit, and that looks a little bit better. Okay, anyway, I am Captain Blue Rogue. I am a Twitch streamer slash regular person. I'm a dad. I have political opinions. I like things, and when I like things, I tend to go overboard sometimes. Like when I like things, I really like things like One Piece or Final Fantasy 14, or for a long time, I liked World of Warcraft a lot, but Blizzard Entertainment made themselves unlikable, so I no longer play that game. Haven't for a year. Um, Even before that, I had taken a year break too. I came back, and that was a big mistake. But I've already talked about that story. Let's get into this, shall we? Because Cupcake is watching Count Micula, which he watches every day. Cupcake, you love Count Micula. I don't know why you like it so much, but let's start out with the theme song. Yay, boys! Um, Weekly overview. So, Sunday I stream Skies of Arcadia, and I'm just gonna say it. My mother-in-law just doesn't understand the internet. She doesn't understand streaming. She doesn't understand the Child Development Center's guidelines, and the fact that if they come over to watch a child while I'm streaming, like even if I had closed the door, they were watching the child. That's not child neglect. Someone was watching Cupcake. But the door was open, and she decided to call Cake my wife, and basically accused me of child neglect because even though I left the door open, uh, and Cupcake wandered in and out, and I had conversations with him through the door during the stream. It's all there on the VOD. Yeah. So that was strike two. Like she's threat veil between the veiled threats of not being reliable childcare for us. And then now this, it's like she basically harassed Cake out of a rehearsal the Cake was doing at work. During Tech Week, a Tech Week rehearsal. You know, kind of crucial for Cake, who was lighting designing that show. Um, Kind of crucial for her to be in that rehearsal. So um, I grew up in an abusive family. They're just mostly from my dad, which I had used the word manipulation. I was calling it manipulation, and I'm just gonna say it. After talking to my psychiatrist on Thursday, he's like, "What you're describing isn't manipulation. That's abuse." And it's yeah, okay. So I've been lying to myself for a while, years, saying that my dad was a manipulator, which I mean he was, but well, a lot of it was just abuse too. I mean, I miss my dad. He's no longer with us. He hasn't been for a couple years now. But like, I won't have that toxicity in my life. And when my wife's mother is abusing her, that's an attack on my family, and I will not stand for it. And I will not have a cupcake. This is for you, and this is so you know that grandma grandma has at the this point that I'm recording, grandma has some issues, and grandma has to get them solved. Because if she harasses Cake anymore, then she's gonna see a lot less of her grandson. Like, full stop. I will not be working any overtime at work. Like, they'll get my mother, Nana. She'll be out here as often as we can. In fact, we're completely unrelated. But my because my brother was living in Mongolia when he had his daughters. And because of the giant snowstorm that just blew through the holidays 2 years ago, dashed plans of seeing my family on Christmas that year. So my mom hasn't gotten a proper Christmas with any of her grandkids, when they're young. And this is probably going to be the first Christmas that Cupcake actually remembers. Um, so I was like, just here talking to my mom roughly the same time. It was a confluence of, hey, like, she hasn't gotten this chance with her grandkids. Like, and we were already talking about we've been trying to get her out here all year. Um, it's been a year since she came to visit. Um, but yeah, it is. It's hard dealing with someone who is abusive and having to call them on it. Um, it's hard, but every single person I've talked to, whether they be a fellow parent, like yeah, I have a coworker I've talked to about this. That started with hey, when you and your wife had kids, like your parents helped out, right? He's like, yeah, of course. It's like they never tried to withhold childcare, did they? And he's like, no, that's insane. Um, so like, I talked to him about this issue too, and he's like, that's not right. And of course, this happened after I had therapy Sunday morning. Um, so I wasn't gonna go straight back to my therapist uh, right away, but my psychiatrist says I'm doing it, handling it right, and he laid it out as it is. It's abuse, and my goal is to be. My initial goal was be the best dad. Oh, no, not be the best dad I can. That is the goal, but my goal since I was young, my dad played a game called shoe baseball with me, where my room was messy and he decided to throw my shoes at me. Um, so for about 30 years, I've it has been my goal to be a better dad than him. I mean, he set the bar pretty low, uh, but that doesn't diminish my conviction for that at all. Um, I I mean the 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 belt was common for all of us. It was the '90s. Um, that's about when things started changing overall in the world. But yeah, so we've just sort of been dealing with the fallout of that this week. We talked to my mom last night. I need to look at plane tickets tonight. We were looking at plane tickets last night. I need to look at it tonight and possibly order them tonight. Yeah, it is. It's rough. It's really, really rough. But I'm going to push through, and I've been doing much better with control of uh, medications I take. Um, this week. It was stressful, but I'm feeling in a much better place. Except today, uh, when I was just completely emotionally, physically, and mentally drained. Um, yeah, the week at work was fine. Uh, except yesterday. Yesterday I had extra work, or I had to clean up work that whoever covered for me on my day off just chose not to do. And yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Why does this say that my audio bit rate is low? Is this volume not like it's showing the microphone as being fine? Why the audio bit rate is low? What do you mean it's low? You don't usually give me that message. One second. Well, let me check something. Rate is low. What? Okay, yeah, no. I can hear myself. So, not that. Thanks YouTube Studio, making sure that everything's on track. Um, so that's been my week dealing with just complete bull crap that no parent should have to deal with. No one should have to deal with uh their one of their in-laws abusing their spouse. Like, and that's that's when you just there's toxic masculinity and then there's just masculinity, and it's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna stick up for my wife, and I'm not gonna. There's a reason all my dad's siblings they're dead to me. My one of my mom's sisters dead to me because she bullied me when after my father's death. Like they were toxic. They're out of my life. They will never see my son. Or if Cake and I have more. No, sorry. It's I've been very big into Bluey and the Gotta Be Done podcast, and between those and this book, which I've been reading, I finally started reading this week. Cake has been telling me to read it for a while. We should probably just buy it because this is the second time it's been checked out of the library, and it's already been renewed once. But it's helping to change my mindset, not just with parenting, but also with getting stuff done housewise, and it that stuff has helped get me through this week, and it's been a lifesaver. It really has. So without any further ado, let's just move on past the bad and watching, playing, doing. Okay, so I I was reading this book, so I haven't watched like any. I haven't watched any anime this week. One Piece is doing their Fishman Island log thing, and I'm like, I just like Cake. Yeah, Cake and I haven't watched One Piece in a minute because she started this new job and whatnot. But like I have no interest in rewatching Fishman Island right now. We're in Punk Hazard. I just watched Fishman Island. I'll let the log go through and do the Fishman Island thing, and then right as it's winding down and getting ready to go back to Egghead, then I'll pick it back up and binge the Fishman Island log. And hold on. More Count Micula coming right up. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he's so happy. He's so happy I put more Count Micula on. He loves it so much. Cupcake, you love it so much. Like even now, like that door is 100% open. He's out of sight, but like there's he loves Count Bacula. He's not moving from that living room. And that gate is there so that he cannot come in and get anything on my expensive coat, which is another thing. My mother-in-law, for my birthday, I had asked her to make me a pirate coat that wasn't a cosplay, that was, it would be machine washable and stuff. I have no idea if I'm ever gonna get that now. And at this point, with how like I'm not gonna push for it or ask for it. Like I don't want. I'm not giving her a single thing to hold over my head, and I'm done talking about it now. It is so hard to not be frustrated at abusive people, and the situations that they put you in, and obviously, people who suffer abuse can become abusers, and that is why I'm constantly putting so much pressure on myself and trying to check myself and second guessing myself. And people tell me that I'm doing a great job, And sometimes it's like, it doesn't feel that way. But I see Cupcake smile. Or I make him laugh. And that's feeling well. Anyway, playing. Obviously Sunday I played Skies of Arcadia, as per usual. What did I play on Thursday? Thursday was supposed to just be me doing a few of the Xbox arcade games. Yeah, it was supposed to be just Uno, A Kingdom for Keflings, and Small Arms. And here, let me just pull up Video Producer. I played Uno, A Kingdom for Keflings, Small Arms, Heavy Weapons, Street Fighter 2, HF, I totally forget what that stands for. Luminous Live and Hexic HD, which, oh my gosh, I just boom, stomped out those Xbox Live arcade demos, and apparently a few puzzle games that I had paid for, which, I mean, that's fine. I knew I had paid for a few games on Xbox. So that was fun. And it allowed me to give myself the day after Christmas off from streaming. So that's a win. And surviving. Yeah. It is. It was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Let's get to my good buddy Frog here and my co-host Log, and move on into Little Pop Theater. Alright, so I am not adjusted for this segment yet. Alright, so Frog and Log, how you both doing tonight?
Well, I've been better, but
I've also been worse. Really, why do you say that?
so yeah, I'm a potato. You heard it here first, folks. I'm not a frog. I'm a potato.
That would be my wife's text tone, which might give away the next segment of the show. If the stuff behind me hasn't already, from what you can make out of it. But yeah, this isn't politics. Log, Frog, you got anything important this week?
Man, like, can't you spike this chair?
Yeah, but if I spike the chair, then like I would also have to spike you and the log and the camera. It's never exactly the same position because it's really hard to that the camera you're on right now is actually on top of a thing of lotion for my eczema outbreaks when they happen.
Wait, hold on. You got me. You're recording me from on top of a tub of lotion on your desk that you keep next to your computer. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, I don't think that's so strange.
Okay, so in other news, Matt Gates.
I should have saw that one coming.
I mean, the 17-year-old probably didn't. It's because he's a disgusting piece of crap. Good thing he resigned because he probably would not have been confirmed.
Yeah, I think we all breathed at least the tiniest sigh of relief when that news came. It's it's he's putting Trump is putting incompetent people in all sorts of places they don't belong. But that was him seeing probably him seeing how far he could go, and I hopefully he learned from that.
Oh, you know for sure he didn't. He didn't learn anything. In fact, he'll probably just keep making other things. Basically, about well, I don't know the percentage, but a good chunk of the people who voted for Trump to see change over the past week, they have seen who he's filling his cabinet with. They are realizing very quickly that it's not going to be any different than the last term where rich people get richer and the rest of us are totally and completely, well, you can't believe this, can you?
No, I didn't spring for the extra $20 of bleeping technology. And I try just not to swear because I don't know what age Cupcake will be when he views this. So I mean, I want to be my authentic self and just say whatever I want, but I try to keep it somewhat clean. Uh, Cleaner than the back of Matt Gates' van.
You went there too. That is so freaking right. He's just the worst. I mean, other than wheelchair McConnell, who just needs to just, well, let's just say there's a bucket that he should be kicking right about now. Um, but that's if you see the glass half full or half empty. But that joke would probably fly under the radar, right?
Given the viewership we have of zero, which is by design, I don't think I don't think that's gonna be an issue. um, I can pretty much this is a band for anyone to watch, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, don't tell me it doesn't matter what I can say, because I will go on, and yeah, it will get extreme.
Oh, okay, no, don't get too crazy, frog. Crazy frog. Bling, bing, 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 boom, bum, 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 blam, 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 boom. Okay, tangent over there. Um, you're not a crazy frog. You're a very intelligent frog. A very, I was gonna say handsome frog, but that'd be a little weird, huh? Oh no, it's Jumbo Cactpot time in Final Fantasy 14 because I start half an hour late. That is not why I'm rushing this, by the way. It was this week was especially after being accused of child neglect. Like, I doubled down on the time I spent with Cupcake. Like, I spent almost all of my free time with him, and it was so glorious. Oh man, that dopamine hit. Oh,
Yeah, well, um, I don't know if you should be talking about hits after the whole abuse thing you were talking about. That's yeah, but okay, Frog, you can stop judging me. Like you're off topic. This is Politipop Theater, and if you don't stop, I'm gonna have to go back to the googly-eyed popsicle sticks.
don't make me, don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I know they hear us somewhere. Oh, look, we found the least relevant one of all, RFK Jr. Oh, I don't understand why. Oh, wait, no, his voice. I don't understand why I'm here, but Trump eats a lot of fast food, and that's bad. And then Trump proceeds to serve McDonald's to RFK Jr., who happily eats it. Freaking suck up piece of crap. Oh, how the Kennedys have fallen. And that's not a joke about slumping over after being assassinated. It was like their whole family is like, dude, get out of here. We're neoliberals. We want war. We don't want to go the Republican route. We just want to coast along like the Democrats and pretend to do good things or say we want to do good things, but really we just want to keep bombing babies and funding wars.
Oh yeah, that's not even mentioning the fact that yeah, no, since Kamala lost, Biden's just like, here Ukraine, here Israel, here's as much weapons and money as possible. Just hand it out to them, just full stop. Arrest warrants officially handed out by the ICJ for uh what was it? Netanyahu and Galan, right? Or Ben Gvir, right? I think it was Galan. But yeah, officially arrest warrants have been put out there. So, and of course, there was another vote, and the U.S. was the only country to vote, the only country veto the thing. Like, how long are we gonna keep capitulating to the state of Israel before we, you know, wake the hell up? It's disgusting. Like, stop funding people. Just stop using our tax dollars to bomb babies in incubators, civilians, people who just don't have anything left. Like, everything has been taken from these people. Their land, their homes, most of their families, their cultural identities are that's pretty much all they have left, and the state of Israel is just that is the definition of genocide, is erasing an entire culture, and that's what happened during the Holocaust, and it is definitely what's happening now with the state of Israel doing it to the Palestinians, and it is absolutely deplorable and disgusting, and it it needs to it needs to end. Uh, and I'm just cloth. This is just a a piece of wood. Like, if we've got this figured out, then the rest of this country is completely screwed.
as always, Log, Frog, you guys, yeah, you nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Um, let's move on to why I love it. Make a drum. Why are you drumming over there? Cupcake, you're drumming on the gate. Wow. Are you watching Count Micula? Do I need to stop Count Micula? Well, you can't watch it from the kitchen. Can you go sit on the couch? Why I love it. So if you couldn't tell, I'm wearing an Aperture Laboratories shirt. In fact, I'm going to get Log and Frog out of the way because I will need to move. So the one of the other reasons I had sort of a mental breakdown was I got my Lego Dimensions minifigs down, which were all nicely in lunchboxes, and the first one I found from the Portal set was the turret, and I went to just connect the pieces and found out that these two hooks are actually slightly cracked, so I can no longer put this turret together. I'm gonna have to in fact, these might be easy to wait, is that just I don't know. That's iffy. I might. And this is one piece or two. And then I completely pull the whole turd apart. Dang it. Well, shucks. That's not how I wanted to do that. Okay, so it's a 4-long piece with 2 things on the end. I will see if I can replace that. I'm sure I can. I just have to find there's quite a few Lego things I need to replace pieces. I don't know where this went. Oh, in the side, which is also cracked. What is like? Did my minifigs just like? I hope this isn't an issue with all of them. I really love Lego Dimensions, and if this is a problem with all of the minifigs, then I'm gonna be absolutely devastated. And I don't remember how this went on. I don't. Oh no. Great. I'm going to have to find a replacement Lego website and just. Oh, that I guess that's the thing to do before my Days of Dimensions stream event that I wanted to do. But anyway, you'll see Lego Dimensions for Portal up here. And I want to show that first so I don't have to move it. But obviously we've got a shell and also the companion cube in one of its other configurations from the game. I don't even know if this is the right base for the companion cube. I will know once I start the game. But yeah, Portal, amazing game, hands down. I was actually wearing my Gilder cosplay when I met Jonathan Colton. So this coat, and he made a comment about it. He's like, you know, the best thing about cosplay, and I was so starstruck that after he said it, I completely forgot what he said. He was probably pretty annoyed with me though, because I was that guy. I got him to sign my copy of Portal for PC, and I got a picture with him. And he also signed the disc. So this is one of those things that's like, I will. And this is another reason why streams started late, because I knew if I was going to talk about Portal, I had to find my prized Portal collectible. This game, so much fun. And obviously I got Portal 2. Cave Johnson here. You see an army of mantis men. Well, run. I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. Like, the quote's so good. And then, and I have the Lego Dimensions minifigs because for those who don't know, and Cupcake, this is Portal 2.5. Complete with a third song written by Jonathan Colton. The Portal pack has its own story, its own level. Like, it is phenomenal. If you, I wish Lego Dimensions had succeeded better. I need to put something else on for a Cupcake. I will be right back in a second. Um. Whoa. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, suit back. Back. Yeah. Okay. Why do I love Portal? The puzzles, working out how to solve the puzzles. Even Portal 2, like, I remember I didn't get to hang out with my godbig from my fraternity a lot, but there was one time I went over his house and we did the Portal 2 co-op, and we had a blast figuring that stuff out. So much fun. In fact, like, I have Portal 1 for PC. Cake and I both had PS3s, and shortly after after she moved across back here to the East Coast, before I came out here, we did long distance for a bit. She got another copy of Portal 2. So, and she already had the orange box. So, like, we have 2 copies of Portal, 2 copies of the orange box. Or 2 copies of Portal, 2 copies of Portal 2. And actually, when I went through my Wii U games, I omitted So clearly, some of the plastic for the minifigs is not held up great over the past 10 years, and that might have been on me. I left them assembled in a lunchbox so I could easily pull them out and play the game whenever I needed to. I probably should have disassembled them all entirely in their own specific uh, plastic bags. So lesson learned. Um, yeah, but so I do actually have one more Wii U game sealed. Haven't played it. The Lego Dimensions gamepad. I noticed as Lego Dimensions was winding down, um, my gamepad, the cord was starting to not go, but it was showing some use because I played this game a lot. So I picked up the Wii U version. So when I do Days of Dimensions, I will be able to actually dive in from the and I actually haven't beaten this game because Cake and I would play it together, co-op. Man, having the figure pieces start breaking, that's making me, and that really depressed me right before stream started. I'm not quite in tears, but I was pretty upset. And so in college, we were doing basic basic scene construction or whatever. So learning how to build things in the shop and whatnot. And so I'm like, I'm gonna go a little above and beyond what the assignment is, because I've worked with tools my whole life, and I made this as a gift for Cake, and pencil holder, obviously. If it was actually accurate, it would not just be painted, but I would have also done the indented sides or whatnot. But yeah, complete with the heart. And I did like a purposely messy to sort of emulate how the portals look when you go through them. But yeah, I made this. Like, that is, I see it and I'm like, heck yeah, I did that. And I can do more cool stuff like that if I want to. Cake, back when Think Geek was a thing, we each got Aperture Laboratory water bottles. I think it was like a clearance sale. Cake got the glass one, and hers always had issues like closing without leaking. And now we're probably gonna just donate it or something because it is stuck closed. No matter what internet tricks I've tried, whether it's icing the bottle itself and heating the cap, like I can't get it open. Like, it just doesn't work. Mine has always been great, and I highly recommend, if you happen to get an Aperture Laboratories, which is the trusted friend in science, the orange or blue Gatorade, you got to put it in here. Like, it's always a great thing to do. But yeah, Portal. It's a great puzzle game, great dialogue. If you remember weeks back, the live performance I had scheduled was still alive, singing and playing the guitar, which I've tinkered with for years. That is not the live performance I'm going to do today, because I do want to sing and play the guitar when I do that. I think I'm just going to sing today. So we're going to jump right along to weekly goals. Now, this week, Cake has been busy. So, I didn't get a lot of sleep. In fact, last night into this morning, the only day I got more than 6 hours of sleep. It's been a complete disaster. Ooh, I did do Allied Society quests today, or at least some of them. Um, so yeah, thanks to the book, I'm like, I come home from work on Monday. It's usually a long day. I'm exhausted. I didn't do litter boxes, and this book is helping me to realize, like, if things don't get done every day, it's not the end of the world, and it's not like a referendum on me as being good or bad. It's just, yeah. So, ooh, you have Allied Society quests. I did the math today, and in 4 days, which means on Wednesday, day I'm supposed to get home from work and hop straight in the car. Um, I will be finishing up the Palu Palu, which we'll see. Yeah, I didn't really practice the instrument. Actually, the instrument I did practice on Wednesday, interestingly enough, was the trumpet. Because I was listening to the Bluey soundtrack, and in Zubadoo or Doobazoo, whichever the track is, they do a chicken, and it's a trumpet, but it sounds like it has the straight mute, but also a plunger. And I'm like, I have a straight mute and a plunger because we played Aladdin when I was in high school, and so, and somehow the rubber hasn't like hardened, so I'm pleasantly surprised. Um, it's not gross or anything. You get a new plunger and you take the handle off. It's a legit thing for trumpets. Um, so the thing I did that week was trumpet, which Cupcake was sort of down. You were sort of down with, and other times you were like, it's too loud. And I put the practice mute in, and you're a little bit all right. Um, Cake, what are you doing? Oh, she's on her way home. What? Oh, jeez. I need to check something for my wife. Hold on. Oh, she may have lost a USB drive. Well, shucks. But yeah, weekly goals. I've pulled that board out a couple times this week, and I've just looked at the spend time with cupcake in the middle and just smiled. Ooh, that's right. I have to actually take a picture of this tonight. Do. Alright, so I always try holding this the worst possible way for a picture. Okay, so that's done. We're gonna skip on into live performance. And bear with me for a second while I pull up what I'm performing. Because I pulled it up on my phone, but now I have to. Okay. So, if you haven't played LEGO Dimensions and have not heard the third Jonathan Coulton song, yeah, and I'm sure I'll get to Want You Gone at some point, but this, I love it. Funny story, I forgot how much of a big fat mess you are. I've been busy doing science, it's been tons of fun so far. Everything clean, nothing on fire, all by myself, finally. Things change when they don't replace your core. It feels so strange not to hate you anymore. But you wouldn't know, would you? I was saying this to Batman, oh, he was here the other day. Maybe you know him, he's a big deal, but I don't think of him that way. Okay, I'm gonna start this over again and not... I apologize for that. I was trying to it was like the official credits for that part, but they were coming up not fast enough for me to... So take two, and I don't do a second take often. Funny story, I forgot how much of a big fat mess you are. I've been busy doing science, it's been tons of fun so far. Everything clean, nothing on fire, all by myself, finally. Things change when they don't replace your core. It feels so strange not to hate you anymore. But you wouldn't know, would you? I was saying this to Batman, oh, he was here the other day. Maybe you know him, he's a big deal, but I don't think of him that way. He's just a friend, someone I trust, someone who won't kill me. I'm fine, just in case you think I'm not. I am this time. I'm better with the friends I've got. But you wouldn't know, would you? I don't mean for this to sting. I forgive you everything, you monster. I can guess the reasons why you are never coming back for me. I should go, there's happening that will make you wish you'd stayed. There's a party with a real cake, yes, it's real, the cake I made. Talking and fun, testing and fun, all of this fun without you. Too bad you let it get so out of hand. How much fun we had, finally I understand. But you wouldn't know, would you? You wouldn't know, would you? You know, other than the little hiccup I had there and having not listened to that song, I'm happy with that performance. I don't know what I'm gonna do or talk about next week. Portal was just the thing that popped into my head earlier today, and I was like, can I get all my Portal stuff out fast enough, or at least the signed copy of the original game? Which, I mean, if I ever get the chance to meet anyone else who contributed, obviously I would also have them sign it. But I mean, just this really put Jonathan Colton on the map for so many people, and just the fact that we got 3 Portal songs from Jonathan Colton, sung by, can't I remember her last name now? Ellen McLean. Apologies to Ellen McLean. Fantastic voice of GLaDOS. J.K. Simmons. Fantastic voice of Gabe Johnson here. Just in the end of Portal 2, just and you like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you've been paying attention during the game, when that event happens during the last boss fight, you know exactly what to do, and it is my excitement in that moment. Like, I played through Portal 2. I think I stayed up all night playing it. I played through the whole thing in like 6 hours, and I just loved it every second. Um, or maybe the second playthrough was 6 hours. I don't remember. All I know is it is out of all of my PlayStation games, Portal 2 is the closest I am to a platinum trophy. I have played a decent amount, and the only a few of the trophies that I'm missing, like one of them is the one where you in co-op have to do a puzzle and you have to do it successfully in one go. And that was one of the reasons why it's like, okay, Cake and I have two PS3s and two copies of this game. Like we we can no longer like double dip on Steam and PS3 achievements, but definitely if you've not played Portal or Portal 2 or Lego Dimensions with the Portal pack, I highly recommend all of them. Um, Replacement Lego pieces. Replacement pieces. What? Get a broken piece replaced. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I can. Ooh. Okay, the Legos. I feel so much better. I feel so much better now. Oh, this. Okay, so I'm going to. I'm ending this live show on a positive note. Lego.com. It looks like I can just I'm gonna have to go through all of my Lego Dimensions things and disassemble them, figure out, and make sure pieces go back in the proper set bags, um, and yeah, figure out if what how many broken pieces I have and just get an order together, because this is a lifesaver if I can get replacement pieces for straight from Lego. And I've done that back in the old days when there have been quite a few times where I've gotten a Lego set that was missing a piece or two. I think when I was into Bionicle, definitely I think I accidentally purchased one that had been open and a few pieces were missing. Lego has been great, at least in my experience growing up. They've been really great about replacement parts. So this makes me excited. Yeah. Wow. In fact, I think I did this with the Wizard of Oz set, because the Wicked Witch, her base plate was faulty. Um, Man, okay, that is awesome. Anyway, leaving this show on a high note. Wow, and it's still an hour show. It wasn't any shorter. Anyway, thank you all so much to anyone who watched. I greatly appreciate it. I don't. No one watched. It's fine. I don't care if anyone watched. It is whatever. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed talking and geeking out about Portal. And now that I've seen all I did was type in Portal into the set search, and the first one that popped up was the Lego Dimensions one, because it's the only Portal Lego set. But still, like, oh, that makes me feel so good. It gives me hope. It gives me hope that I can fix the broken turret. Also, that portal gun is really, it's like made of rubber, and so it does not want to come out of Shell's hand or go back in easily. But yeah, I'm ending this here, and Cupcake, whenever you watch this, I love you. I hope that, well, you'll definitely play Portal at some point. What's the age on it? Teen. Okay. Oof. Portal. Okay. I'm assuming that Portal's rated teen, and Portal 2 and Lego Dimensions are E10. Probably because of all the fire and threats of death GLaDOS throws at you in the first game. Yeah, blood and mild violence. Oh yeah, there's some blood in Portal. Huh. E10. Fantasy violence and mild language. Lego Dimensions. Cartoon humor, or cartoon violence, crude humor. That all sounds alright. Anyway, thank you, Cupcake. I love you. Mwah! And have a lovely week. I'll see you all on the other side of the holiday. We'll probably do my next live show on Sunday because we're traveling back after Thanksgiving on Saturday to avoid the holiday traffic. Because smart. Yeah. Hi, Cupcake. I'll be out in a minute. All right. Have a lovely evening. Bye.